Hey everyone, and welcome back for another video. If you're wondering where I'm sat currently, you're probably not, but if you are, I'm sat in my bedroom, which is currently being renovated. I previously mentioned this, that I'm doing this big old project to completely transform my childhood bedroom before I go away to Cambridge in September. I'm nearly done with painting. Not sure how well it shows up on camera, but this wall needs a few more coats, and you might be able to see just behind me I've taped up all of the light plug sockets and stuff, and I still need to do the gloss of the skirting boards, so if you see any yellow skirting boards behind me, please ignore them. Literally painting my room white has exposed how badly these skirting boards need like touching up. But anyway, back to the video. If you're new here, I'm Gaia, and as I touched on just a second ago, I am going to be starting a PhD at University of Cambridge, which several months later still doesn't feel real. I documented the entire PhD application process, which was incredibly intense. I went from my interview to finding out that I was being nominated for a scholarship before I got my offer, and then I had to wait a few months to actually have the scholarship confirmed. So yeah, I don't feel like I really saw the start of 2026, even though I'm like insanely grateful that I got my first choice university first time around, first chosen college, and I got a fully funded scholarship. The application process was not the week. That led to like quite considerable burnout. I felt like I got to the point where I just couldn't really function. If I sound sniffly, by the way, in this video, my allergies are really battling me right now, despite having taken antihistamine. Like, I feel like the pollen is out to get me today. You guys just struggling in general. So as I mentioned in the scholarship video, I did take like a few weeks off from filming, which probably didn't feel like anything new when it came to my channel. I've not been happy with my consistency on YouTube for a while now, as you guys know. Despite my best efforts, I feel like the last 3 years it's been like occasional posts, like every few weeks, and that isn't what I want. I remember a time at the start of my channel where I used to post 1, sometimes 2 times a week. But the last few years have made that like incredibly difficult, despite my best intentions. But I want to get back to that. I've missed posting so much. One of the biggest things I love about having a YouTube channel is obviously not just documenting my life, but getting to share it with you. I feel like my lack of consistency was like increasingly stressing me out to the point that like filming just didn't feel fun anymore, and I was starting to kind of lose my creative spark and my mojo. And I think that kind of made it even more like heartbreaking, because I absolutely love making content. I love documenting my life, and I've never wanted it to get to the point where like it's not fun. But I was watching a recent podcast episode of How Very Hannah podcast, which is run by Hannah Lowther. You guys will see that I actually met her a few months ago at the Legally Blonde UK and Ireland tour, and she was saying in that since the tour is now having like a break between legs, that she is going to be doing the same thing and setting herself like a summer break, because she's also feeling burnt out and like struggling with creativity. And of course that like really resonated with me, so I was like, why don't I give myself a summer break too? Like, it currently is the summer holidays, so the plan is moving forward. I am going to be giving myself a summer break so I can take some time for myself and like recharge before this next like very exciting but I'm sure very busy chapter of my life. I'm going to take a pause on filming any videos. The only video that will come out in the meantime will be my room transformation video, because that was obviously already in the works. That will probably come out in the next few weeks, depending on how quickly I get this done. As I said, we're in the final stages now. I've decluttered, I'm nearly finished painting and glossing, and what's left is to decorate, which is just, I can't wait to be able to show you all of this. So yeah, make sure to look out for the room renovation video. I'm doing this video though partly because I am literally my own worst enemy when it comes to like telling myself to relax. I am definitely one of those like type A girls that has everything organised, time blocked out, love to stay productive. Like, I was even googling what are the things I need to do to prepare for a PhD, because I don't want to turn up like
not having done stuff that I'm supposed to do in case there is.
And the amount of posts I was seeing on Reddit that were saying,
like, girl, just stop.
Like, take a break, take this time to recharge, go travel, see friends, because it's gonna get very busy. So the purpose of this video is not just to update you on what's happening, but by having this like public service announcement that Gaia is taking a summer break, it's given me like the okay to have a break, which, I mean, you might be thinking,
Guy, you don't need to do this.
But I feel like by putting it out there, it's like holding me accountable to have that break, and it takes that like internal pressure off me. It'll help reduce that nagging sensation that I often get. There's like, Gaia, you need to get a video out every week. Gaia, you need to stay consistent. Because now I can be like, No, I said I'm gonna have a summer break, so I'm having a summer break. So doing it in this way is like really helpful, and hopefully this is a sign to you that if you're also in like a busy or difficult point in your life, or even if you're not, it's okay to take a break. Like, we aren't machines, we're human, and it's the summer holidays. So I'm pretty much just going to spend the summer finishing off my room, starting the whole like Cambridge student enrolment process, which, by the way, I actually received my student email the other day because I needed it for something, and it just felt absolutely surreal. I was like,
what do you mean I have a student email address? Like,
obviously I know I'm part of the university and I've known for several months, but
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Despite what I said earlier about not feeling creative recently, when it comes to starting at Cambridge, I have actually had like a few ideas for videos bubbling in my head, which is like a really exciting feeling. Like, I've just missed having that creative spark. I'm hoping the rest over the summer will help me with that. But if you have any videos you would like to see from me, please comment. This is the time to let me know. While I won't be posting on YouTube over summer, I will still be active on my Instagram and TikTok, so if you don't already follow me, make sure to follow me over there. But yeah, like I said, this is just supposed to be a little update. If you've watched me yap until this point, thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you like properly after summer. Bye.